Hello there and welcome. The world shows you the surface. We reveal what's underneath. This is Hidden. Tonight we're turning our attention to the quiet psychology of love, connection, and emotional bonds. Love is not just poetry or promises. It is biology, memory, and learned behavior working together beneath the surface. As you listen, you may recognize familiar patterns, not just in relationships you've seen, but in the way you yourself love, react, and attach. This is not advice. This is observation. So allow your body to relax. Let your breathing slow. And let's begin. Love activates the same reward circuits in the brain as powerful habits, which is why early romance can feel intense, consuming, and difficult to let go of. Attraction often forms not because someone is perfect, but because they make us feel understood, valued, or emotionally safe. The brain does not fall in love with reality. It falls in love with perception. What we call chemistry is often familiarity in disguise, a nervous system recognizing emotional patterns it learned long ago. Conflict does not destroy relationships. Unrepaired conflict does. When partners argue, the outcome matters less than whether they feel heard afterward. Silence during disagreement is rarely calm. More often, it is the body protecting itself from emotional overload. People who fear abandonment may seek reassurance constantly, while people who fear being controlled may withdraw. And both behaviors come from fear, not from lack of love. Emotional safety allows vulnerability, and vulnerability is where real intimacy begins. The tone of a voice can shape how words are remembered long after the conversation ends. Love grows when appreciation is expressed consistently, not dramatically. Jealousy is usually rooted in self-doubt rather than mistrust. The brain stores emotional pain from relationships more deeply than emotional pleasure, which is why one harsh comment can outweigh many kind ones. Affection lowers stress hormones, making closeness feel calming rather than exciting over time. Long-term love feels quieter because the nervous system no longer feels threatened. People often repeat relationship patterns until they become aware of them. Arguments about small things often hide unmet emotional needs. The need to be right is often a need to feel secure. Partners do not truly hear words during emotional flooding. They listen for threat or safety. Love deepens when repair happens after mistakes. Perfection creates pressure, but repair builds trust. Attachment styles are formed early, but awareness can soften their grip. Some people chase closeness, others protect space, and both are survival strategies learned in childhood. The brain interprets inconsistency as danger, even when intentions are good. Feeling chosen regularly is more powerful than hearing the words, "I love you" occasionally. Resentment grows quietly when emotional needs remain unspoken. The most stable relationships are built on emotional regulation, not constant passion. Laughter during conflict is a strong signal of emotional resilience. People appear most attractive when they feel safe being themselves. Love weakens when partners stop being curious about each other. True confidence in love does not demand. It invites. Many people confuse intensity with intimacy, but real intimacy feels calm, steady, and secure. When emotional bids for attention are ignored, connection slowly fades. A relationship survives, not because partners never hurt each other, but because they know how to heal together. Love is not about finding the right person. It is about creating emotional safety with a willing one. The brain seeks predictability in relationships because it associates consistency with survival. Emotional distance often appears when vulnerability feels unsafe. People protect themselves emotionally long before they consider leaving physically. Trust is built through repeated small moments, not grand gestures. The nervous system responds to kindness faster than logic ever can. When stress rises, empathy becomes harder unless it is practiced intentionally. Partners often argue about behavior when the real issue is feeling unseen. Emotional validation can calm conflict even when solutions are unclear. Love deepens when partners feel accepted, not managed or fixed. Many relationship fears are echoes of earlier emotional wounds. When people feel emotionally safe, they become more honest without being asked. Attraction lasts longer when admiration is expressed openly. The strongest bonds are formed when both partners feel emotionally secure and independent. Behind every reaction is a belief. Behind every belief is a memory. And behind every memory is a human trying to love without getting hurt.